best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart,
Triple
X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, I am your summit. I'm your summit. There you go. Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, I am the summit. Joining me today on today's show, of course, is Little Steven, the little champion.
What's up? No, I am a 3-time champion now. 3-month champion. Can you feel it? Can you?
We will get a call-in number. Can everybody see Little Steve on today's show? I just want to make sure. And, of course, what's wrong? Well, hold on a second. You're on the wrong one. There you go.
I'm on the wrong one.
And
you're on the wrong one.
The real Scott Ely. No, usually 4 is there, 5 is put up, but today it's switched up a little bit. It's fine.
You messed it up over here.
Turn my mic on.
We will get a call-in number. Don't worry. We will get a call-in number. But, because I think we can see Little Steven a little bit. Man, it is warm in here today. Looking stylish.
Oh, my gosh. You look horrible.
Yeah, I got my All Series shirt on. I'm good. I got my scarf. I'm good.
You're wearing a blue blazer.
Hey, since you're a champ, here, will you join me? Scarfs around for everybody today. Scarfs for
The
everybody.
scarf of suctitude.
Don't be mad. We're scarf twins.
All right, I'm taking it off now.
That's fine. I like my scarf. It's all good. The scarf of Jericho, exactly. Hey, scarves are big in the U.S. right now. What?
Yeah, because it's winter.
It's not just that.
It's not winter yet.
Oh, the bathing suits are really good right now. It's because it's summer. My gosh, you can't say that.
Oh, I can say a lot of things. Anyway, welcome to today's show. Of course, we're all here today. We got a good show for you today. We're on segment 1. We'll review SoundOff, our top 5 of the week. Lock it in. Yes, it is. But segment 2, we're going to review Survivor Series, Raw, SmackDown, of course, is tonight. We'll see how that goes. We'll preview it a little bit. And then we got some wrestling news and this weekend wrestling. And what if of the week.
Yeah.
So we'll go into it. But first, let's get into SoundOff. I promise we'll get into it.
WWA SoundOff, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off. Let 'em know how you feel. If the anger inside is real. Sound off.
All right, this week's top 5 of the week is top five Survivor Series moments of all time. Yes, I know it's amazing. Since we just saw the top moment of all time this past week.
Which one?
Really? You got to ask which one?
Yeah.
The Shield returning.
Ooh.
Is that really?
Ooh,
No.
The reunion of the Shield.
Reunion of the Shield.
No? That's one of the best, man.
Phew.
All right.
I don't
you know what? You're going on the list of the summit.
Who?
Scott.
Oh.
I'm a permanent member of the list.
You're a permanent member.
Yeah, right. Who cares about the young talent with Goldberg entering?
Look, we all know. I don't mind Goldberg being in it because you know what's going to happen. He's going to lose. He's not going to win the match. If he won the Rumble now, I'd be upset. But you know he's not going to win.
I don't know.
I'll be very surprised. But anyway, this top 5 is top 5 Survivor Series moments. Spear City. Who wants to start? Number 5. You got one there, little Steven?
Yeah. Let's go with the what was it? Wyatt family versus the Shield 2000. Was that 2014? Survivor Series?
2 years ago? Yes.
Yeah, that was a great match. I count that as one of my favorite Survivor Series matches of all time. So I'm going to put that one on there as number 5.
I disagree. What somebody just said, he's going to steal the spot. Goldberg's going to steal the spot of somebody that's going to win. You know who he's stealing a spot of? James Ellsworth. I mean, really?
He'll be in the Rumble.
No, because Ellsworth will still be in a spot.
He's going to be in the Rumble.
He's not.
Ellsworth can have
I'm sure
my
he'll
spot.
Be in a spot.
Not my dog spot, not liver spot.
Not my dog's. What are you talking about?
From WC.
Oh,
remember when
God.
NWO parodied the Horsemen?
Yeah.
My spot.
Wow. Wow, Scott. That really rhymed.
No, he will. Exactly. We'll talk about the Shield in a few minutes. Let's do the top 5 first, and we'll talk about it. Top 5. Who wants to go first?
You did. Me. Mine is going to be The Undertaker debuting on the.
Really?
The
That's going to
Dream
be
Team.
number 5?
I know. I have another debut attire.
Man.
I've got a couple of debuts too. So.
I mean, it was his debut that led to what? 20 some odd plus years in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
26. It's been 26 years since The Undertaker has debuted.
That's right.
Yeah. It's been forever. Number 5 for me, it's more recent. Sting debuting at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
That's my number 5. Sting debuting.
I can't say it's not one. I mean,
You got number 4?
yeah, I think I could muster one up. I got Dusty Rhodes' Dream Team. I'm sorry, the Dream Team was awesome. I don't care what you say. Go ahead, laugh it up, both of you.
I think James is dying, and I was just laughing.
Why? Because I said the Dream Team. No one likes the Dream Team over here.
Name a second member of the Dream Team.
The Red Rooster.
Name a third.
See?
Name a third.
That's like saying Dangerous Danny Davis is the number 2 member.
Hey, who did the Red Rooster train? Train the Big Show.
Do you really?
We all see how that ended out.
Okay, Scott, can we talk about this for a minute? Did you really just put Dusty Rhodes' Dream Team as
Yes,
number 4?
man, dude, it was an awesome team. It's a great team.
Do we take his wrestling card away from him?
No, we don't.
That sounds like a Periscope question. Does Steven lose his wrestling card?
I mean, really, he picked the Dusty Rhodes Dream. I can't name any more after Dusty Rhodes. I
Really?
didn't know Red Rooster was on it.
Can't name anyone else.
Terry freaking Taylor. My number.
What's your number 4?
I can't see Periscope.
Oh, I thought you had it on your phone.
No.
Okay.
What's number 4?
That was his 4. Mine is
I know.
the most recent on my list is going to be Goldberg versus Brock
Really?
Sunday.
You're putting that on there?
I actually had it on there. The only reason why is 84 seconds.
And
not a punch thrown by Brock.
I will follow that up. I put it number 4 as well.
Are you serious?
Yes, because I want it more recent, so I put it up there to the one guy's list. I have the list. Don't worry. The list of the summits right here. But I put it number 4 because 84 seconds, like you said, there was 2 spears and 1 jackhammer.
And they killed Brock Lesnar's momentum as the Beast Incarnate.
Absolutely. But he'll be back. It will all be forgotten in 2 months.
But you know what? Even if he faces Goldberg at Mania, Goldberg's still going to hold the record 2-1.
Right. So why have another match? I don't get it. But I did not realize how close friends they are. They're
Yeah.
really close, so I didn't know that. So I could imagine that. All right, what's your number 3 then?
The first ever Elimination Chamber at Survivor Series.
Sorry, my scarf was
Okay.
crooked.
I mean, at that time, did anyone see that coming? We really didn't. I mean, I have to give it credit just because I felt that is something that changed the game, the Elimination Chamber. First one. I mean, it did
The
change
only
the game.
problem I didn't like with it is who was in it.
Really?
You had Booker T.
Well, you had Booker T, you had Kane, right?
RVD.
Kane was in it, RVD. And then Shawn Michaels. It was really just Shawn Michaels and Triple H because of the rivalry.
Right.
That's really all it was.
But it wasn't the same HBK that left before.
No.
You know, the short hair.
But it was good.
No, he was good, of course. It's Shawn Michaels.
So,
All right, what you got number 3 then?
My number 3 is 1994, Bob Backlund beating Bret Hart
Really?
for the
can we take
for
his
the-
wrestling card away?
for the championship. I mean, come on. Having the crossface chicken wing on Bret, not letting go, and having having Owen convince his mother to throw in the towel for Bret to win. I mean, that was just what a
Well, first
classic match
off,
between two.
Mama Hart, why did you throw in the towel?
She was concerned for her son's
You
well-being.
destroyed his reputation as a wrestler. He's never going to be the same.
And I liked Backlund having a second
Whoa, all
run.
right, first off, why is he taking off the scarf?
First of all, don't throw the towel in. Throw the scarf.
Only Jericho's allowed to do that.
yeah, only Jericho's allowed. Wow.
All right, there we go.
God, you look so horrible with the scarf.
It was the start of something that could have been pretty cool until, Diesel beat him at a house show.
Yeah, that's why
Like
it made
3
no
days.
sense. It was like, why did they build it up like that? Like, why did Bob Backlund have to win it? Just so Diesel would win it at a house show? Was that really the whole plan?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Well. All right, so what do you got over there?
I'm
Summit?
on it. Yeah, okay. Who's on the list? Why will I be on the list? Number 3 for me is the Shield debut. The Shield debut is number 3.
Huh?
4 years ago.
I keep forgetting they debuted at Survivor
We were
Series.
looking earlier.
Beating up Ryback.
We were looking earlier how many debuts is at Survivor Series.
There was a lot.
There's a lot. I mean, Undertaker, Shield. We were going through it earlier. There's so many people.
Well, my
Gobbledygooker.
well, my number 3 is the debut of The Rock, or number 2 is the debut of The Rock. I mean,
Why would you put that so high though? Because it's just debut.
yeah,
He did win the match. I'll say that.
he did win the match. So, and he did it in Madison Square Garden, where his father was famous, and his grandfather.
That's a racist comment. His father.
Yeah,
Got to word it like that.
I do, because it's his father, not my father.
All right. What's number 2?
I have another debut, but it's going to be Sting's debut. Who would have thought?
higher than mine?
Who would have thought the WCW icon would have appeared in WWE? It took over a decade, and it finally happens at Survivor Series.
Okay,
That's true. It was a big debut. Number 2 for me is Montreal Screwjob. That's number 2. It's one of the most famous ones in history. So you got to go with that. My number 1 is the reason for mine. So we'll get to mine.
Okay.
What's your number 1?
I was gonna go with the screw job. I'm gonna go with the second screw job, though.
Then don't steal mine.
Oh, is that yours? All right, never mind.
Is it Rocky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. If it's your
I was going to go
number
with Screwjob, but I know he's got Screwjob because he's a huge Bret Hart fan over here.
2. Really? I didn't know that. I thought he was HBK.
Yeah, I thought you were an HBK fan.
I love
How
wrestling.
can you like both?
Yeah, how can you like both?
It's like
does that
I was a
work?
Bret Hart fan. I was a Bret Hart fan, but I mean, I like HBK in a second run.
Let me guess, you're a Cowboys fan now because they're winning in football.
No,
Now you're going way too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather be a Canadians fan.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I have the screw job. Is my number 1. I mean, it's one of the most iconic It is the iconic Survivor Series moment of all time, with Earl Hebner screwing Bret Hart, Vince McMahon screwing Bret Hart, and revealing himself as the the owner who runs the company, because it was Jack Tunney that was always the on-screen boss.
Yep.
Well, number one for me is The Rock turns heel at Deadly Games tournament to win the the tournament and win the championship. To me, that's number one. Because that's where Rock really turned heel. I know he was heel with them with the Nation of Domination, but to me, that's where he really started hitting his single career.
Nah,
so that's my number one. I know you had it as well. So why did you have it?
I had it really. You want to get us kicked off the air with doing that?
What's he doing?
Putting hearts.
Why not?
I had it number one because, again, everyone remembers the Montreal screw job. Everyone remembers that, but I feel the second screw job was the best because Vince McMahon tried to make it different. You know, and like he tried to be like, oh, screwed someone over again, like, you know.
Well, it almost just seemed it was copying the original.
Like I was telling you earlier, though, before the show, is to me, the second one was officially where where he officially was the owner of the company. He already pushed Stone Cold for a year.
Yeah.
Tried to screw him over for a year. So the buildup of him as the villain was there. And at that time, he was the biggest villain in wrestling.
Yeah.
So, and to me, you know, The Rock, and it was a tournament. Anytime you do a tournament at a pay-per-view, I think it's good.
Yeah.
And especially for the world title. Now, I mean, last year's Survivor Series was questionable, but, you know, usually when you do just the way they had that tournament set up, you had Austin getting screwed over by the Big Boss Man and everything else, and then you had The Rock, and you had the Mankind. We thought the Mankind was going to be the corporate champion. It turned out to be The Rock. So,
you just had like a lot of stuff, and he was a face at the time, right? Like this was after the nation is already split up, and he was a face, and it was good. I mean, no one really kind of saw it coming.
Nope, I agree. All right, well, that was a good top five this week. I enjoyed that one. Yeah? No? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. I had to
think.
Sorry, you know, when people make fun of the Dream Team over here, greatest team in wrestling history.
Greatest team? Greatest Survivor Series team?
Yes, greatest Survivor
You're out your mind. What about, there was a thing called the Mega Powers?
The Mega Powers were all right.
You had the
They're
Red
not
Rooster.
The Dream Team.
You had the Red Rooster.
Enough said. The Red Rooster.
Anytime you have Terry Taylor on any top 5 list, should be an automatic disqualification.
We don't agree often, Mr. Ellsworth over here and I, but I'm agreeing with him this week.
I was so close to buying that shirt last night.
I'm surprised you didn't.
You don't know how close.
I'm really surprised you didn't, because you knew you would never wear it on the show.
Oh, I would.
I know, that's the bad part about it.
That would be my weekly show shirt.
All right, before we go in this segment, actually somebody asked a question. So, a Shield reunion. I mean, is that what we saw on Sunday, right?
One-time deal.
No, they'll be back.
Like, they're all on the same page now, so I feel you might see a Shield reunion before next year's Survivor Series, or at next year's Survivor Series.
Well, you'd have to have them all on the same...
Why not?
You'd have to have Dean on Raw.
But that's a year away.
No, you wouldn't.
Huh?
Why would you have to? Because you have these 4 events where they could have a one-time match against somebody else.
It would be better to build up if you had all 3 of them on the same program.
Well, think about it. You could do it going to WrestleMania. I mean, you could. I mean, because WrestleMania, you know, you don't have the Rumble. You could do something, and you could do 1 week on Raw, 1 week on SmackDown, and they keep building it up.
Yeah.
Until finally the 3 of them say, you know what? We're putting them back together. We're going to put the machine back together to overcome our obstacles. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's possible. I could see it coming. I say you wait, though. I say you let them keep going singles for a little bit, and then you bring it back.
I think you wait until you get a heel to go against them to put them in.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you put the club
I'll say you got the
together
club
or something, you know, to go. And then finally it's 3-on-2, and then you finally say, all right, for one night only, we're going to put
when Finn Balor comes back,
Dude,
you
that's
could always
what you could do. You could have Dean get screwed over by the club. I know they're not on SmackDown. It doesn't mean they can't show up. There's nothing against them not showing up.
But they hadn't showed up, like, to help, Styles or anything.
He hasn't needed it yet, though.
They could now, though.
He hasn't. What if he does with Ellsworth and all this? Like, what if Ellsworth screws him over by accident or something, and then, boom, the club shows up. Club shows up out of nowhere, and then goes to Royal Rumble. We see the Shield versus the club. I don't think that'll happen.
I could see a
But,
Shield.
because you got nothing going for the club right now. Club's not doing anything.
I could see the Shield versus the club at WrestleMania.
I would love to.
I mean, it would be two ultimate factions.
Yeah.
But I agree with Scott, but you need to build the club more in WWE.
Yeah.
Because their history is outside of WWE. It's not been. I
Yeah.
mean, they had that small run with Styles and the club together, but not really anything.
Well, again,
major.
Cena was great. It's just we didn't get to see enough because they decided to do the brand split right then.
Right.
If they would have came in maybe a month or two before, I think the club would have been more dominant. I believe they would. But then, because I think the club needs AJ. For the club to be what they were, they need AJ.
Well, they need a singles leader, and Finn Balor
yeah.
was their original leader. So, and he's already on Raw. When he comes back, who knows? He
But
can come back as
really?
a face or a heel.
Yeah. People's going to cheer for him no matter what.
Yeah.
He can be a face or a heel.
Heck,
They're gonna cheer for him.
Owens and Jericho get cheered. And they're like the biggest heels on Raw right now.
They're the biggest heels in any wrestling right now, I think. So
No.
I don't know. I say AJ's.
Miz-
I
Miz
say
and
AJ's
AJ.
over Jericho. Over Jericho, at
What
least.
about Miz?
Miz is
Miz-
hot,
oh, yeah,
but
Miz
he's
is-
not. He's not over Owens and Jericho, man. With the combination of what they did Monday, it's just. I mean, what they did Monday was outstanding.
But the Miz seems to
The
do
Miz
it
is not
every
good.
freaking week.
No,
I mean,
it
they're
is.
all on the top
well,
five.
here's
I'm sorry. They're
here's-
all the top.
But here's what's killing the Miz. You talk about the Miz. He has no rival.
Breezango over with the
tickets. That's true. But no, they don't have. Miz doesn't have a rival, and that's what's killing him right now. Because Ziggler for a couple weeks, then you take.
because they haven't built up a mid card.
Right. So but Owens and Jericho has Rollins, so it's been even better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's end this segment. We got a couple more segments coming up. We'll review, of course, Survivor Series. We'll talk more about Lesnar, Goldberg, and the 84 seconds. So
Do we have to?
yes, we do. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.